right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to These Divinity, These Divine Tarot. Thank you for joining in with me today. Dear Scorpios, as you see from the title of this video, we're going to get into your 2021 predictions. And I do apologize for it coming out a little later than I expected, but better late than never. So here we are. It should go without saying, please check the description box for any information that you may want or need to know. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. I would like to first welcome new subscribers, and to the old subscribers, thank you for joining back with us to see what we have for dear Scorpios. Okay, let me start with prayer to get my mind right and get into it. To the Most High, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, all things holy and divine, I want to come first and foremost to thank you, and thank you for the many blessings that you have bestowed upon us as a collective and me personally. Thank you always for my voice, being a voice of reason. Thank you for allowing me to channel and have the insight and the clarity to bring forth the message straight, no chaser, to the collective, to empower, uplift, heal, strengthen, encourage, nurture, protect. Just thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ashe, Ashe, Asheo. All right, y'all. Just had a little, they're in the building, right? You may be experiencing a little tingle or twitch in the nose. I'm going to get into your channel messages in just a second, but I would like to kind of tell you how this is going to go. We have the Soul Truth Journey deck here that will bring forth the messages, like the theme for the month, let's say. It may be manifestation, just affirmation you may want to use throughout the month, or, kind of energy to look out for, or you may have already gone through it. As it states in the description box, time and energy are fluid. So that means that you could have already gone through this. You can be currently going through this, and or this is a prophetic message to come. Keep in mind that it is a general reading, so not all may apply. Just take what does, let the rest go and fly. Maybe a message for somebody else. For instance, it could be somebody you're connected to, or the energy that's surrounding you, like in your community, in your city, state, country, government, whatever. Okay. So the Muse Tarot here is going to clarify and kind of bring forth any messages that Spirit has for you in regards to what the theme is for the month. Now, with 2021 being a year of numerically the year number 5, which is about change, transformation, if you will, movement, even growth, right? So I'm gonna do something a little differently, and if this yearly prediction is not clarified enough for you, or if you would like more in-depth detail, I will be doing zodiac pick a cards to and prayerfully they will align with your message. Okay, just depending on the time that you view whichever video you view. All right, because again, all of my readings are intended to be timeless unless otherwise stated. And I said that to say, like, what I put out for, let's say, February, and I'll try to get them out at the end of the month, for the upcoming month, but it just all depends on how it goes, right? But anyways, just because I put out what I feel like is meant for February, let's say, you may not see that until, I don't know, May, June or whatever, but at the time that you see it, it still should resonate and apply to whatever you're going through. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, yeah, so that's what we're doing. And I'm going to go ahead and get into your channel messages, and then we'll get into this. Okay. So in getting into meditation, y'all, immediately, like early this morning, I had a headache. So I feel like, something may be causing you a headache. You may truly experience headaches, but or crown chakra activation, and or needing to remove blockages or work with your crown chakra. Okay, I feel like it's a major downloads, and you may be receiving like a lot of epiphanies and realizations, and coming into clarity about something. All right, and so your meditation song first, it was Londrell 2222, and this is powerful. First, just in the title, because 22 is master number, right? It's like ascended master. So, like I said, that message is applying to the crown chakra and the activations and downloads and epiphanies and realizations and all that. It's very, very powerful for some of you, right? Because you may be truly ascending, and we'll see. The greatest message behind this meditation, this song, and I love his songs, but he says, you have to find a way to persevere through your tears, even when it seems absurd. Celebrate life with love and gratitude. Okay? That's love and light, right? It makes everything all right. And an attitude of gratitude manifests those miracles and magnitudes, right? I don't say that for nothing, y'all. And then he goes on to say, abide in his covenants, and all things ye ask shall be given to you. I kind of stumbled over that, so let me read that again. Abide in his covenants, and all things ye ask shall be given to you. Know that the tree of your life will not bear fruit if not covered in spirit and truth. And he goes on to say, develop faith and know that patience is your greatest virtue. And of course, the chorus, if you care to listen to the song, which I highly recommend, because you may gather other messages or something else may resonate with you even deeper than what I'm bringing forth, okay? He says, follow your dreams. Whatever you chasing, you got to be patient, right? Patience is truly your greatest virtue. He says, trust and believe, and ye shall receive. All that matters with dreams is that you keep them alive. Okay? There's so many other messages in that song, so I really highly recommend you listen to it. But moving on to the next song I got for you is PJ, and I love her. I love her, especially this song. It's Wish List featuring Cashapp, and this is bomb. But the greatest message, which is so profound that spirit connects these as they do, like, so in coming off of Londrell and what he's talking about in your dreams, and keeping them alive and being patient and pursuing them and receiving them, because they will come as long as you keep them alive, right? And to have faith the size of a mustard seed is all you need. Okay, anyways, PJ and Cashapp, she said, they say be careful what you wish for. So, in saying that, y'all, because, she goes, listen to the song. I recommend that, because, she goes through a whole laundry list of material things that she's always wanted and has achieved, you know what I'm saying? And, but still the message is very clear. Be careful what you wish for. And that's powerful, because as I'm getting ready to get into the rest of the messages that I received intuitively from God, is that, I sense there's a sense of frustration. And like I said, I had a headache first thing, right? So like, you may be causing yourself some undue stress in trying to achieve these goals and getting frustrated that it's not happening in the way that you want it to, or as quickly as you want it to, or what have you. I just feel that, right? I also, and the reason I really say be careful and take heed to the message that PJ and Cashapp are coming through with is because I also feel for some of you, there's a sense of greed, right? Like, you just want, I don't want to say more than you can handle, but that's almost what it's feeling like you just want it all and you don't even need it. So please be careful with that, because just be careful, because for real, you really do. I mean, look, the old heads don't say that for nothing. The wise ones don't say that for nothing. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it and then some. And like I said, because of your intentions behind it, if you're not careful, it ain't gonna really be what you want. I mean, it'll appear that way, but underneath the surface, man, it may be, like I said, more than you can handle. For them to put that on my heart to say, that's for somebody. And then whoever this is, I feel like I said, with the greediness, I feel like somebody's trying to get ahead by any means necessary, and that's not okay. That y'all, karma's a bitch, and just be careful. I'm not wishing any ill will on you, but that's just how it is. All right. And then there's something with service and or customer service. Of course, obviously, like, if you put yourself in service, it's to be of service to someone else, right? Whether they're your customers or just people in general. But there's like an issue. I don't know if this is with you or like you're facing someone who doesn't have good customer service skills. I take it how it resonates. I don't know. There's just something about service, and I won't be surprised if the service card comes up at some point within this Soul Truth deck at all. Um, all right. So, oh, and the other song I was about to forget, man. Can't forget that one is K Camp Underrated, and I love this too because it's anyway, somebody, whether you, your mate, your partner, your friend, your family member, whoever. And of course in the song he's talking about his girl, right? But because he's saying my shawty's so underrated, my shawty's so underrated, my shawty's so underrated. Look what your mama created, and he's telling it. Just know I see, just know I see, just know I see. So he sees the value. Somebody sees the value in you, or vice versa. You may be telling this, like I said, to your partner, your mate, your friend, whoever. Okay. Which is powerful. And maybe somebody's taking you for granted, or, not really seeing your value. Spirit knows. God sees you, right? He knows every little inch and part of you, every little speck, every little hair fiber, every little thing about you, right? So even if nobody else sees it, because for some of you, I feel that maybe part of that greediness, or by any means necessary, is a ploy to prove yourself. But you don't have to prove yourself to nobody, okay, Scorpio? Please remember that. And just like I said, be careful. Prove it to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, ascend, move forward, grow, develop, mature for you, not for anybody else, for you. That's for somebody. Because I just feel like there's a power play for you to get ahead, but for what at the end of the day? And then you got to evaluate morally and ethically, is it worth it? You know? But that's on you. Do you, boo. Anyway, let's get on into it, okay? All right, dear Scorpio, we're going to go ahead and get into your 2021 overview for Scorpios. Thank you. Wow. Look, I'm going to flip these back over, though. They ready. This is January. We already saw love. Excuse me. February, March, April. This is your first trimester. Okay. Second trimester, May, June, July, August. Okay. Third trimester, September, October, November, and December. Finishing up the year. All right. So, overall, underall energy for the year, dear Scorpio. Self-esteem. Boy, I love how they just clarify. That confirms I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. And this is basically what I was telling you. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Value yourself. Have the self-confidence, the courage. I'm seeing Leo in the strength card, in that energy, right? To develop your own self-esteem and self-worth. And then whatever you're going after, whatever your dreams and aspirations, make sure you keep your self-esteem and your worth intact, Scorpio. Don't stoop down to anybody's level. You know what I'm saying? If anything, raise yourself up above the standard, right? All right. I hope that makes sense. I love it. That's beautiful. So just keep that in mind. This is the overall underall energy for the year, and each month is essentially kind of building on itself, right? It all works in tandem, but this is your goal for the year. Okay. All right. So beginning in the first trimester with January, we already seen the love come out. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. All right. We got love, love, love. You better believe it. All right. I'm going to move those in just a second. Let me get through these. Woo. Wow. Look. Do y'all see that? That is no coincidence, man. It fell out because it was around my selenite wand, and it fell out in the perfect form of a heart, right for you to see it. That's divine. I'm going to leave it like that too. Let me put this back because I was going to try to move it. Oh my God. Well, That's crazy. And I ain't gonna be able to do that again. Anyway, let me, I guess, put it back. Hold on. All right, y'all. That's crazy. That's just divine. I mean, I couldn't do that again if I tried. February, loneliness. I know that I am never alone. You sure aren't. You always got spirit by your side. All right. Calling your soul tribe. I always get that with this card. In March, forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And that's what it's about, y'all. This love. Love for thyself is what I'm hearing. Okay. And forgive yourself. Whatever for. All right. And April, adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. I feel like you're going to have many, Scorpio. But once again, every time I see this card, I get that there's a burst, a rupture of something. And it's not even necessarily a bad thing. I just feel like there's going to be an explosion of insight once you learn through these challenges, right? Ascension for sure. We'll get into it, of course. That's April. That's your first trimester. Beginning your second trimester, May, doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Just trust, have faith, be grounded. Okay. And then June, peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Please do. Please do. So you can have peace of mind, is what I just heard. Quiet your thoughts. That's what's causing a lot of the issues, a lot of the challenges. Quiet your thoughts. Freedom. Look how beautiful that is. Ooh, love it. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. That is beautiful. Crown chakra, throat chakra activation. Speaking your truth and being okay with it. And then we have, look, I told you, I am not surprised. August. I feel good when I can help others. So something may be shaking in August, y'all. And again, especially, wow, thank you for that, spirit. I'm telling you, like, this is crazy how this, with this adversity atop of this service and challenges is what it says. Accept the challenges, and that's the best way to learn. And I told you there's going to be an issue, some kind of issue with service. Whether that's for you or you experiencing that, right? Like I said, with communities, customer service. All right. And then that's your second trimester. So third trimester, September, indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Okay. Don't doubt it. I feel like that's many of you are. Trust, right? Trust, have faith. And then empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. This is October. All right. November. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Okay. And then finally, December. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Yeah. Stop passing the torch. Own up to, be accountable is what I just heard. All right. And nobody's to blame for whatever, whenever, however, right? It's just whoever's involved, whether you, and I feel like it's obviously starts with you, just accept your role in whatever it is, accept your position, because you only have control over you and to a certain extent, right? So you can't control what anybody else does, how anybody else reacts or anything like that. And you can't blame them. I mean, you can, but it ain't gonna do you no good. Really, all you need to do is see you, see how you can change or how you are reflected or within the situation back to you. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, every situation, everything you go through in life is a reflection of you in some shape, form, or fashion. And whatever it is that you're facing, if you don't like it, right, change it. Change it. Strive to be a better you always. We're growing this year, right? We're changing. We're transforming. We're learning. You are true. You are the epitome of transformation, Scorpio. You represent the death, the transformation, right? I mean, man, I don't know. And you're the tower energy. So change on top of change on top of change, right? And rapidly at that. So anyway, let's quickly recap once again. Your overall underall energy for the year is self-esteem. Okay. And like I said, remember that each month builds on itself. So just because you came out of January with the love lesson or whatever, don't think it's not going to continue throughout the year. All right. And speaking of January in love, okay. February, whoops, loneliness. Okay. March, forgiveness. April, adversity. And that's your first trimester. Okay. Second trimester, May, doubt. June, peace. Something on the card. May, doubt. June, peace. March, Lord. July, freedom. Something's going on in March. I feel like maybe this forgiveness, and I feel like it's more forgiving yourself, right? There's something with that and this blame too. Like, not like I said, like I was just saying, not blaming yourself or anybody else, forgiving yourself for whatever, I don't know, wrong you may have felt like you've done, decision you may have felt like you made, whatever. Understand, y'all, the decisions you make in the path you choose is always meant for you at that moment. Okay. You signed up to go through whatever you decided to go through at that time. No decision is a wrong decision whatsoever. Each path is meant to help you grow and learn. Okay. Anyways, August, service. That's your second trimester, and beginning your third trimester, September, indecision, October, empathy, November, health, and finally December, blame. All right. This is going to be, I can see y'all taking me down through there already because we done spent long enough in this overview. So let's get into it. I'm going to clear this out and start with your first trimester. All right, my beautiful Scorpios, beginning with your first trimester and starting in January, of course, we have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. And I always hear Tiana Taylor, and I love it. Oh, wow. And like I was saying, with the meditation, y'all, because I love at the end, the beautiful Lauryn Hill comes in and tells you that your value is internal. And like, if you don't know that, man, and it is internal and it's in your heart way. I hope y'all can see that the green in the center, like surrounding this, that's the pearl of wisdom for you, is that it's truly deep within your heart, and that your heart needs to be balanced and harmonized. There's 6 petals, red, surrounding that pearl. And the divine love is within that, right? When you're balanced and when you're harmonized and in the energy of love, that's the highest vibration you can be in. And that's how you manifest your miracles truly, when you put that energy behind it. The value, the energy and frequency of money is the same as love. There's no coincidence in that, y'all. And that's the abundance that people don't even realize that they truly already have if they just search deep within. That's powerful. And there's no coincidence that there are 6 hearts, these little, whatever these are right here. And it looks like pearls deep within, like at the pit of the heart, right? 6 of them. No coincidence. Oh, that's gorgeous. Anyways, let's see what this is about for Scorpio. January. Love, Scorpio. Seeing the good in all things, Scorpio. Don't forget that, okay? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, that's a lot. Wow. And they still flipping. Oh, I told y'all was going to take me through there. Let's see here. We got the 2 of materials. Balance, right? Needing balance. Magician. Knight of Voices. Manifesting your truth. 8 of Voices. And getting out of this anxiety feeling stuck or feeling trapped. You're moving in your truth now, Scorpio. Needing to, yeah, 5 of materials. Moving out of this feeling stuck or trapped or feeling in like bound by lack, injustice. There's balance in that. There's an equilibrium coming. There's you may be going through a battle, whether in the courts or not. Could be with a Libra. Um could be with an Aquarius or even an Aries. That's the energy I'm getting. Doesn't have to be. Or this can just be like when the maybe when the resolve comes, or when this happened. Could have, happened last year. I don't know. During those seasons. Whatever. I don't know. Let's see what these are. Yeah, beautiful. I love it. I love it. And this is what you're coming out of after this lovely justice, after the peace, after the balance is restored. I love it. That's what you went through all of this for. And that's the good that you need to see out of it, because now it's done, or it is ending or needing to end if it hasn't already. Okay. I feel like it is. Like it had, like you've been struggling with this for a while, Scorpio. Because I see that here in the past, you've been really struggling with this for a while. And now you're moving, you're manifesting. Now that you realize you no longer have to be stuck and trapped in this, you're moving out of that, up above that, right? You're receiving that clarity. And I said crown chakra activation, even, although this is a little on the more negative side because it's the feeling trapped, but she's still receiving. She's still, when you're in spirit and truth, like Landrell said, you still can receive. Like spirit is trying to help you. Right? Moving into February in just a minute, you're never alone. Like they're always there, but it's up to you to call on them if you need help. And I feel like, because I told you that frustration, I felt that stubborn energy. You may have been in that Taurus vibes or dealing with the Taurus or whatever. Somebody has been stubborn, and that's probably have been the frustration. But I feel like it's more you, Scorpio, than anybody else. Because like I said, even if the energy is going on around, y'all should know by now. If you don't, for the new ones, that's part of the law. Like so within, so without, right? As above, so below. Whatever's going on within you is going to be expressed some way, some shape or form. You're going to see it in your 3D reality, right? Because it's meant for you to face it, to change it, if you will. And that's what I feel like you're doing. Like I said, this is I feel like it's more personal than anything, but even still, like you may have been going through some issues with your job. You may have lost, lost. I definitely see somebody losing, like losing lots of money, maybe through an investment, or something didn't quite work out. And, you probably felt stuck because you probably felt like you couldn't get out of it. Um, whether this is a relationship or, like I said, a business, a work endeavor. But I do see you. I see you with this justice and this 10 of emotions, getting like coming to a place of peace and harmony and balance, and so that you can see that really you have everything. And you even then, even in the feeling of lack and being stuck and frustrated, you still had everything you desired, everything you needed. Let me say it like that. Okay. Which is beautiful, because you always do. We just fail to see it because we allow distractions. We allow other stuff to kind of cloud our mind. That's why I said, get out of your head, Scorpio. I said that from the beginning. Calm your thoughts. And that's really all that is. That's why I said that this is self-harm right here. Balance your mind, because I'm gathering the peace of mind. I'm seeing the 6 of voices, honestly. Okay. Let's see. Look at that. You're going to be, I got the victory. You're going to be successful. This may be dealing with the Leo. I didn't really call out signs, nor did I do numerology, but I see 111. Honestly, there's a lot of ones, because my pages, y'all, for the new ones, I consider the pages as 11s. They come after the 10s, right? I know they don't have a number in their, part of the court cards, but still. So, you got 1, 11, and then 11 here. And then you got 2, 5, 8, and 10, technically a 1. So there's all kind of ones, new beginnings for real. And I see this with a new state of mind for you. And like I said, you got the victory now. You've been through been through the water, been to the water, been baptized. It's like purification by fire too. Successful. 6 of inspirations, Leo energy. So even if this was a job for you, like I said, you may have lost a job, some kind of way there's been a loss. You're going to be victorious now that you're balancing and coming into the new. Because all these ones out here, you're definitely coming into the new. Look at that, walking to the, look at that, moving to the new. You go from the 7 to the 8, right? I know that's a different suit, but still. 6, 7, 8 at that. That's divine order, moving in divine order. And look, 9. Oh my God. And that is powerful. I love it. I love this energy because it's like what you have manifested, what you are manifesting, Scorpio, and you're moving in the right direction, literally. You're future forward and you're not going to give up. Never going to give you up. Never gonna let you down. However that song go, Rick Astley. I don't know why that always comes away with this. Somebody may be saying that to you, especially if it has to do with a relationship or you them. I don't know. It's beautiful though. So this is victory too. I generally see this 8 of inspirations just like I see the 6 of inspirations. It's movement, obviously, right? You're moving forward and successfully. This is rapid movement. That this Knight of Voices and this 8 of inspiration is quick, very, very quick. And even this 9 of inspiration is movement, right? The battle is won. It's done. This is because the 9 of inspiration is like my wounded warrior energy. So you very much so you've been through a lot with this, fighting yourself, I see. Because I love this justice too, in that it's like shedding the old that no longer serves you. And with justice, that's Libran energy, air energy. It's all about mental, right? You're receiving that clarity. Look at that. That's that crown chakra bust open. Y'all see it? That clarity, them epiphanies, that realization. Like I said, even here, and I get Libran energy here. One of the tea candles just went out. Let me light it again. Hold on. Okay, I do apologize. I don't even know where I was. Jeez. Anyway, that's what we got for January, Scorpio. I'm sure whatever it is, if it's important for you to know, it will come back up, okay? And I pray this helps. So let's move on to February. All right, dear Scorpio. So for February, we have loneliness. I know that I am never alone. And look at that world energy in the center. You're calling forth your soul tribe from all across the world, right? Obviously, like I said, you see us. I always see that as not only are you calling your soul tribe, but that you're never alone because God is always with you, right? Your angels, ancestors, spirit guides are always by your side. It's just up to you to call on them for help. Let me see. What might you need them for? What is this? Y'all just got a lot going on. Let's see. We have to help you with your work, to help you bring in your success, bring in your wish fulfillment. And really, here you go. They may be calling you. You may be, excuse me, they may be seeking you out. Yeah, definitely. Because you all are meant to build an empire together. Whoever this is, it's not trying to focus, and I'm not about to fight with it. But I feel like you're really bossing up. You're leveling up. You're ascending. as well, personally. And because of your success, because of your growth, and really, I feel like you're meant to, spirit is definitely helping you through this as long as you call on them, right? They're not going to step in unless asked. And it's up to you to do so. I feel like you're facing yourself finally and realizing this. And I also see this as whatever you're doing, um, not just working on yourself, but whatever you're doing, like I said, for work or for business, because many of you may even be entrepreneurs here with this Emperor energy, male or female. But I do see you have a crowd of people, following you, working for you, helping you. I mean, you are not alone. You're surrounded. You are not alone. I am here with you, though far apart, always in your heart. For you are always in their heart. There may be some distance between you and whoever else this is. Because I do see that. Even with this death card, I see two individuals separated because there had to, you may have even had a separation in your relationship, in your, whether it's business or pleasure, you know what I'm saying? But there's been a separation, and it had to, so that you both could grow. That's what I see out of this death. Yeah. All right. And this could be friend, family, or otherwise, right? Like I said, business, doesn't even look at that. Y'all had to both go within, especially you, Scorpio. You had to go within, find yourself, right? Wow. That's why. Don't forget, that's what this is all about. Yeah. And man, you had to realize how truly successful and um, how blessed and well endowed you are. And this is crazy. Some of you may have even been fighting depression. I feel like, feeling maybe at a loss, like I was saying. Come on. I do feel like there's been it's tripping, but whether with your business or with family, because there may have been, ooh, okay. So some of you may have experienced or may be experiencing, like I said, depression, because you may feel alone, left out in the cold, um, whatever. But what I was getting just now is that for some of you, there's a family history, maybe on your father's side. It doesn't have to be. It could even be your mother, somebody because I'm getting right now. I'm getting more masculine energy with this Emperor, but it very much so can be a female, just in a very masculine kind of that's Aries energy. Wow. And just like in January when I said that I felt the Aries energy, that's probably why, because it's very strong. It's very strong. It's very dominating. And this may be why you're feeling this depression. Because I feel like this whoever this is, this authoritative figure in your life, there's been like some power, like they're saying manipulation, but it's almost narcissistic type of energy. Like, they definitely didn't see your value, and you may have taken a hit. This is why you feel low self-esteem, is what I'm getting. That's heavy, and I don't like it. Which is why you've had to go within, but I feel like you've had victory in that, Scorpio, and this is beautiful because it's like this Leo energy. You've had to go within truly to find your strength, right? Or maybe because I'm seeing somebody. They just said Leo, Virgo, cusp. Somebody, whoever you're dealing with, may, or calling in, or who, it's a part of your soul family. They may have helped you through this, helped you, help, like, helped you through this depression, helped you build your self-esteem, because this is beautiful. This is renewed passion, fire, desire, and that's what you're moving to. Or maybe you, because I get Leo energy out of this Ace of Inspiration as well. So maybe that's who you truly desire, and now you're going after it. I don't know. Somebody may have been so headstrong on seeking or achieving this business, this ascension, this notoriety, this whatever, and that caused them to lose this particular relationship or this person or whoever, you know what I'm saying, people, and that's may have been what's causing you to feel alone, or I don't know, man. That's just what I got. But like I said from the beginning, I felt that separation, and maybe that's who you had to separate from. This Leo Virgo cusper doesn't have to be. I'm just saying that's the energy I get from these cards. Whoever this individual is, though, somebody's definitely moving forward, and I feel like somebody's trying to go back, like they want, I don't know, y'all may be coming back to I don't know, to oh, in this cycle, in this depressive, heartbreaking cycle. Yeah, yep, that's what I just got. Mhm. Mhm. Because there's something ended, and there was definitely a separation, and now I see two people coming back together. And I guess because from January you had to see the good in it all, even the separation, even the heartbreak, right? Because that's how you learn the most. We're gonna get there eventually, but that was a challenge that you had to go through, Scorpio, to learn what true love is. Learn to know your self-worth and build your self-esteem. All right, moving on. March. All right, dear Scorpios, March. And that's why this is here. I told you got to forgive yourself first. Forgive yourself, and then anybody else who you feel may have harmed you, wronged you, or whatever. Get out of victim mentality is what I'm hearing. That likely is why that Eight of Swords was there, Eight of Voices. Okay? I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're growing, right? So, March, Scorpio, forgiveness. What is this about? Forgiveness, Scorpio. I mean, it is what I just told you, honestly, but let's see what Spirit has for you, Scorpio. Thank you. And they want that too. Knight of Voices. Look at that. She come back out. The truth. Speaking your truth, standing in your truth with this Leo. Doesn't have to be a Leo, y'all, but that's the energy I get from this very strongly. Could be an Aries, even like we said, from that Emperor energy from last month, right? Mother. That's what they just said. Forgiving your mother. Speaking the truth to your mother. I don't know. What else? This will renew your heart. Once you were, oh, and I'm hearing free, because didn't we, what in freedom right here? We'll get to it in the second trimester. Peace and freedom. But I feel like freedom was right underneath that. And when you do that, when you speak your truth to whoever this is, it'll free you. Look at that. And you can grow. You can ascend 5 energy in this Hierophant. It's definitely somebody, either somebody I'm hearing soulmate, and that can be anybody or anything, y'all. So it very well may be your mother. I'm getting, I was going to say I'm getting masculine energy with this mother, whoever this mother is for you. But and it could be a father, honestly, to be quite honest. But an authoritative figure, some kind of parental figure in your life. Authoritative, I said that right the first time, because it could be a boss. But I feel like you are needing to speak your truth, stand in your truth, Scorpio, to whoever this is, because you got to. I just always see if you're not true and honest to yourself, it's like stabbing yourself in the back. And whoever this is, and I feel like it is likely that same person from last month, from February, y'all have turned your back on one another. You may not even have been speaking to one another for a while, but now it's time for you to extend that olive branch, I'm hearing. You may be at a distance from one another. I feel like you've held this person, whoever this is, on a pedestal, and or they are like, I don't know. Somebody is very divine, very, very mm, spiritual. It's just what I got. Like tapped in. You may see them as a dang, they said mogul. You may see them as a guide. I don't know. There's some kind of divine, like I said, there's some kind of spiritual aspect, and I held up that because it's like there's a soul connection. Somebody, whoever this is, you're definitely, like I said from the beginning, soulmate. And like I said, you can have your mom, your dad, your brother, sister, aunt, uncle, friend, whoever can be a soulmate, right? Not just romantic, y'all. So please don't get the terminology twisted. But whoever this is, there's definitely a soul tie and may have been for lifetimes. I feel that strong, very, very strong. And in this lifetime, there's been some struggle between you two, which is why we saw that three of voices, that heartbreak, that but it's for a reason. You both signed up to go through this, to experience this. That's how you knew you were going to learn and ascend. And like I said, with this adversity, we're going to get there in a minute. They trying to get me there. There's going to be some kind of rupture, like explosion. Both of you, I feel like, at least you, Scorpio, there's going to be a major realization or epiphany or like crown chakra explosion. Y'all going to probably be overwhelmed for real. And it may even send you, and I'm sorry, but it may even send you like having headaches. And if you experience migraines, truly, like, I don't know, it may be a relief of that pressure once you forgive yourself and allow, oh, because you have been, yes, look at that, y'all. Whoever this is, if this is you, Scorpio, needing to release and remove them blockages from your crown chakra, because even in this card, this purple here is all about the crown chakra, right? You need to get into work with your sacral and your crown, is what I'm getting from this. Do something creative. And wow, that's powerful, Spirit. Thank you. They just brought me sexual as well. And do what you do, right? I'm Look, if you got a partner, experiment with them. But I'm just telling you to create something, right? You can get into your artistic side and create something, but explore your sensuality, okay? Because that helps with the sacral chakra as well. Um, Please yourself, right? Explore yourself, learn yourself, find that passion again. And that's going to be powerful even for this self-esteem, which is also like orangish yellow. You gotta get rooted and grounded and connected divinely to go from the started from the bottom. Now we're here, move from the root to the sacral, and then of course to the solar plexus. And that's like I told you, I got that Leo S energy, which is ruler of the solar plexus. Anyway, that is so powerful. But you gotta forgive yourself, right? This may also be speaking your truth and forgiving yourself for, like, I don't know, you may not, because these two have their backs to one another, so you may not even be seeing eye to eye with your family as far as traditions, morals, ethics, what you believe, what you thought your foundation, what was built on. Did I say that right? I don't know. I feel like I didn't, but I hope y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, what you came up inherently learning and been instilled in you may not resonate with you anymore. And this is an opportunity for you, Scorpio, to uh, find what's true to you. What is it that you desire? Speaking in honesty and truth to yourself, right? Facing yourself. I don't know. That's just what I got, okay? Uh, you may have even turned your back, like I said, to a job opportunity. Um, But I feel like once you stand in your truth and see what you truly desire, be careful what you wish for. But even in ascending, because I do see this person as leveling up, and this is possibly you, once you're true to yourself, there may be something even better for you, right? In moving forward, or in what you seek business wise, or for the entrepreneurs out there, because we did get that emperor energy, right? And or on the job, I feel like you may be leveling up, higher, like ranking up of some sort, especially for those of you who are in the military or in the service or some kind of government position. You're leveling up, you're ascending. I like it. I like it. Oh, wait, this is beautiful. And this very much so may have something to do with somebody's mama. This Queen of Emotions is definitely motherly energy, Cancerian energy here. Wow, I didn't even say numerology last month, did I? But we got an ace and then the 5 here, okay? And then this beautiful queen. So yeah, I do see this as speaking the truth to your mama. It's powerful. Look at this. And that's it for a lot of you. And I can't help, but I did see as I kind of scooted this a little bit, I saw the bottom of the 8 of voices. So you may be feeling stuck, trapped, or whatever, or feeling like you don't have the lost for words is what they just said. But baby, it's okay. You got the new. This is going to free you, like truly free you. Like I said, look at this. As I was saying, you feel like you don't got the words or at a loss for words. This person may have had you in that confusion, especially because then we have that Aries Emperor energy right here in the same position last month. So your mama, man, may have been kind of a dictator or just tyrant or like hardcore. I see militant is what they just said, and that just has you like so confused emotionally, and like I said, just bruised here. But it's time to come on out. It's time to ascend. It's time to level up. It's time to mature, Scorpio. Look at that. Move on to the new you, boo. Like move on. Aries energy again. So very much so. Some kind of power. There's been a power struggle. And maybe that's the lesson. That's why you've been called to this earth to be with said parent, whether it's your mama or your daddy or your aunt or your uncle, whoever, you know what I'm saying, whoever this is in your life for you, because it don't just got to be your mama, but very much so a parental figure or authoritative figure, like I said from the beginning. Very much so. I feel that strongly. And it's somebody you obviously love and look up to, right? But, sometimes we got to let them go, especially if it's not good, because I felt that kind of tension, that narcissistic controlling, that's the word, controlling, because I just, we're throwing narcissistic around a lot, and I don't think people really understand the characteristics of behind that said person. Really, we just use the term because we've heard it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyway, that's why I'm trying to explain it, what I feel, the best way I can. So yeah, you're moving out of that, and this may be you, but you're needing to change. You need a new walk, a new talk. And as with this Ace of Voices, I always get Archangel Michael coming through with the stamp of approval, especially if anything in this message that I'm giving to you resonates. That is the message for you. Okay, you're obviously out here, Scorpio. I mean, this is you. I said that from the beginning. As I said, Cancerian, Leo. I kind of get Libran vibes from this Ace of Voices, but still could be Gemini and or Aquarius. Aries for sure here, and Taurus here. Okay. And I get Gemini stronger with this Knight of Voices, but we already said the air signs anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right. All right, moving on. April. All right, dear Scorpio, April. After this forgiveness, moving on to adversity. What have you learned from the challenges? I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. What have you learned and will continue to learn as we go through the year? Adversity. April, Scorpio. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, Ace of Inspiration in reverse. Don't be stuck. Don't be greedy. Mm. Thank you. Yeah. Balance yourself. Balance your heart and mind for sure. Libran energy here. I get Leo energy here. Honestly, with this in reversed, I get Aries energy, and that's an Aries who is not stable, not balanced. And also with Leo, I get that, remember that shot to the ego, that low self-esteem, low self-confidence. So yeah, I can see that. I can see that, but needing to balance that out, right? That was a challenge. Whatever this is, it may have rocked you, you took a blow, like I said, to the ego. And like I said, with the greediness, thank you. Look at that. You needing to self-love. Self-love is the best love. And that's why all of this had to happen. Because we're rebuilding this, right? Right? That's what it's all about. That's it. That is it. Look at that. And you are definitely manifesting this. And like I said, be careful what you wish for. For real. And you got one, all these ones. Oh my God. This is all ones, y'all. New beginnings. And that's beautiful. Beautiful. Bright new beginnings. But you got all you need. You got all you need to manifest and bring forth whatever you like, and you will be very successful. Again, Leo energy. Something to do with the Leo for sure. For sure. Excuse me. This is beautiful, Scorpio. I love it. You need to rest, rejuvenate, heal, meditate, because this is going to bring forth those epiphanies, those realizations. And I feel like somebody, whether you, it's kind of, I feel like it's you, Gemini energy again here. Somebody's been watching somebody, trying to check how they move. And this is crazy because this is, again, it's 11, remember? Pages are 11s for me. Maybe you, them. I feel like this is you, Scorpio. Been watching to see maybe whoever this is, maybe whoever, like I said, whoever was taking a break. There was a separation in the relationship. You may have trying to see if whoever has moved on. I don't know. That's what I'm getting though. Needing to see clearly, move those rose-colored lenses. You may be. This is you too, seeing, like I said, removing that veil, seeing clearly, no longer wearing those rose-colored lenses to see potentially who that Aries, that authoritative figure, see them clearly and truthfully, right? And cutting out. That's crazy because it's like the magician is pushing that unwanted, that negative, that controlling type of energy, which the Aries, the narcissist was trying to give to you. That's crazy. But you're pushing that away and you're manifesting this peace and balance, which you will be very, very victorious in. Because I do see this as peace of mind as well. And bringing forth your self-love and your self-worth. And that's likely what that is. Just you seeing clearly now, right? I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can clear all obstacles in my way. Which is what you're doing, right? These challenges, these obstacles, this adversity. You're seeing clearly with that page of voices and in that Libran energy and the justice that it's for you to love again, right? That's beautiful. Okay, I'll take it. That's your first trimester. Moving on to your second trimester. All right, there, Scorpio. Moving into your second trimester, beginning in May. We have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. What are you doubting anyway? I do see this as ending. That's beautiful. I hear trust your intuition. Strengthen your solar plexus chakra, which is, I feel like, home to your intuition. That gut feeling, that niggling. There's no coincidence. But I'm hearing balance and stabilizing that as well as your heart. Okay? Move in love. Feel it with your heart, especially if you're ever confused. Wow. Wow. Look at that. And that's kind of crazy because it looked like it wanted to come out in reverse, but you see it's kind of sideways. So I feel like you may have been kind of stuck in limbo, right? But you're slowly coming out of that and you're slowly releasing that, which is a good thing. 12 being 3, so that you can get into alignment, right? Mind, body, spirit. There's very much so. I always see this as enlightening. Let's see what else. What else? You'll see why. You don't need to know the who, what, where, why, when. Just go with the flow. That's Piscean energy as well, by the way, with the hang mused. And we got the 8 of materials, moving into more Virgo energy for me. Working on yourself for sure. Stabilizing and grounding yourself, right? Oh, that was... Oh, beautiful. Because I was just getting ready to say in pre-shuffle, getting into this, Aries energy flipped out, and I do get some Aries energy here. Sagittarian energy as well, because you're ready to now move on. Well, not much Sagittarian energy. I guess more Aries, but knowing, being patient, okay? This is that patience is a virtue, which is interesting because sometimes Aries are not quite so, right? But when you're balanced, you kind of have to be. And I do see that with this 8 of materials together in this, with this 3 of inspiration, because this is waiting, waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for the realization, the epiphanies, the clarity before you move. Okay. So this is beautiful. This is, I'll take this double confirmation with the 3 energy, by the way. Very much so, working on yourself and getting into alignment. And look, I guess it is some sage energy behind here. Because here, this is Sagittarian energy for me, which is movement, you know. But oh, that's what that is. That is powerful because I just heard surrender. Y'all know this is the wounded warrior energy for me. And once again, this orange is screaming sacral chakra. Please work with your sacral chakras, but in your creative energy. In Scorpio, I do see that this energy is you. You may have Sag placement heavy in your chart, but the reason I said that that's powerful is because that surrender, when you're in the energy of surrendering, you have to be at peace and kind of paused, right? Which is why this is like halfway upside down sideways. I don't know. But that's the advice that's coming through, is just to be patient, work it out, balance yourself out, stay grounded, pause for a second, like the advice is for this hang muse. And even here, like I said, wait. Just be patient. All right. Yeah, because there's some clarity. There's something. There's a truth that you may not even be seeing, or that you need to see. Okay, Geminian energy here. Like I said, clarity, enlightenment. There's something that they're trying to bring forth to you, Scorpio. That like I said, you may not even be seeing yet, and because she doesn't see it yet, right? Like it's trying to come through in this enlightenment energy here, right? In the eye. Right? They're trying to bring forth the downloads, the clarity, the realizations, the truth. But you're needing to be patient and heal. That's what this star is all about. And if whatever your dreams, your wish fulfillment is, whatever you're wanting to come through, wow, this is powerful. And I did say Aries energy, right? Wow, this is beautiful. That's what's trying to come. Look how she's looking at it. It's like lit up. Your fire, your desire, your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, they're on the horizon, but you have to be patient enough to see, and honestly to remove out any doubt, to clear your mind, heal your mind. These are kind of like trickster energies, kind of devilish energies out here. You know how you always see the angel and the devil on either shoulder, but these are thoughts. These are your own thoughts, and you got to be patient and heal and clear that. Right? Which I feel like you have been, because you came a long way from the 8 of Swords, 8 of Voices that we saw, February? So this is beautiful. Good for you. And of course, this can be surrendering to the truth of the healing or needing the healing between. It keeps going back to this parental figure, this Aries energy, this authoritative figure in your life, whether it is a parent, guardian, and or boss, y'all. Whoever this is, it's still like, not doubting the way that things had to work out for the relationship. Okay. Really, like I said, I mean, at the end of the day, it's really all about you. As selfish as that sounds, but it is what it is. Even in dealing with people, you need to learn to try to see yourself and what things that need to be changed within you to help you to continue to grow, to mature. That's what this thing is all about, I feel like. But anyways, that's what I got. Moving on into June. Okay. All right, my beautiful Scorpios. June. You want your peace of mind? Well, let's go get it. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Okay. This definitely is balance, stability. Like I said, peace of mind. I mean, straight up. All right. June. Peace, Scorpio. How can they achieve peace of mind? What is this for Scorpio? Peace. Peace. Ooh, thank you. And look. Same message applies. Be patient and wait. Work on yourself. That's funny. That's the message, y'all. Just like last month, what I said. All of that, what I just said. Look at that. Oh my God. I can't. They never cease to amaze. Thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's what the message is. And I also see this as not only are you needing, be patient and work on yourself, continue to balance and ground yourself. Reflect is what they just said. Okay. Still Aries energy, that authoritative. It's still the same storyline because whether this is you or somebody else, like that parental figure here is very motherly. Virgo energy doesn't have to be. So your mother may be a Virgo. And if that's true, if that, resonates with you, this is the message for you for sure. But and I keep going back because still seeing, can't get my words right. And maybe you are tripping up over your words because I'm still seeing the Page of Voices and the Knight of Voices needing to speak your truth, right? See this person clearly as who and what they are. And especially if they're not putting in the work to try to change and work on themselves, understand that it's time for you to move on, let go. Okay. Look, as I say, move on, sage energy, right? Yeah, block. You're gonna have to cut it out. You're gonna have to move past it and get out of that indecision because dang, you got to go into the third trimester with the indecision that was here in September, right? So for sure. Oh my God. For me to say that, you are very much so indecisive about whether or not to cut out this Virgo out of your life. Because for that indecision to be in September, Virgo season, and it's somebody within family, maybe you were married to, um, I don't know, but this whole thing, you may have been blocked from them. Okay. If this is a relationship, however it is, romantic and or platonic, you may have blocked this individual, you, and somebody is coming back passionately, or you may be going to them to rebuild this foundation, to seal the deal with this union because you have worked on yourself, or you see that they have. The member roles can be reversed. Take it how it resonates. It potentially may have to do with an Aries and or Sage, but I feel like it's just that and Libra or Gemini, but I feel like it's just that y'all have that heavy in your chart. Somebody do. Or it's just the energy that you're in. Either one of you. Okay. Anyway, that's what I feel like is happening. You both have reflected. And once again, I'm getting that soul tribe vibe. There's very much so a soulmate connection and or twin flame connection. Y'all, I'm not even going to get all into that, but that's just what came through and that's what I feel. All right. You all are likely mirroring one another. If it is a twin flame relationship, you're going through the same things. So if you're working on yourself, so are they. Okay? Yeah. But there needs to be some truth, some discussion. And that's so interesting because I always see, especially when these come out together, it's very powerful, man. Because I see this, whoever this is moving on, now that you're healed and worked on yourself, no longer are you going to allow this indecision to be a blockage or a hurdle for you, an obstacle for you. You're moving on to your newness, that explosion. Remember? That's so funny. And which is right here. Cause baby, you're a firework. I don't know how the song go, but I'm gonna say, "Come on, baby, see your worth." That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Because I don't know how that song go. Maybe I should listen to it again because it keeps coming up. I mean, every time this card comes out, I can't help it. You're a fireworker. You see them as that. And remember, K-Cam underrated? Somebody, I feel like both of y'all are learning to see one another's value because you see yourself. That's powerful. That's what I got. All right. To get your peace of mind, you're going to have to remove this blockage. Okay. Get rid of that indecision. There's no need to be confused. You know what you need to do. And speak your peace. Okay. And I feel like when you do that, Scorpio, to whoever this is, I mean, the truth shall set you free. As great segue as we move into July. For real. Okay. All right. All right, my beautiful Scorpios. Moving into July. Freedom, freedom, let me loose. Get out that Two of Swords, right? I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Let's do that. Let's do that. What do you need to do? Scorpio, freedom, July. Scorpio, freedom, July. What do you need to do? What do you need to do, Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to do for freedom? We already discussed it, they said. Look at that. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. Move forward. That's what this Seven of Inspiration is all about. For sure. Wow. Wow, wow, and wow. That's the realization that you're going to see. You deserve balance and reciprocity. You have a huge heart, Scorpio. You're very empathic. What you give, you have not always received. And that is not fair. But understand that you've been giving it to the wrong people. And many have been taking advantage of that. Okay? But I see you recognizing your worth now. This is what that's all about. Oh, that's beautiful. Very much so may be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, and or Cappy. Okay? And then this 20 awakening Piscean energy for me. They said Aquarius. I don't know. Are you dealing with an Aquarius? Either way, it's like you see Libra. Wow. Okay. I don't know. Um Ooh, sorry. They just took me down. I just went something. I don't even know who that's for, y'all. That's just what I just got. So take that. I don't even, like I said, I don't know. That's just what came to mind. Um, yeah, I was stuck there for a minute because I don't even know how I can explain what I just saw to you. Um, and you might not that. Oh, okay. So some realization and or download or epiphany that you get, you're not gonna. It's only for you, because that right there, that was just. I don't even know how to say. Like I said, I'm lost for words right now. I don't know how to say it, how to explain it to you, and that may be how you are feeling once this happens. There's something that's gonna be unloaded, and I told you an explosion, did I not? The firework from your heart, though. The like, oh my. Y'all, this can happen in so many different ways, but I feel like once you establish your peace of mind and realize the power that you possess, dear Scorpio, and use your free will morally and ethically to uplift and strengthen yourself, not being greedy, not being vindictive, not being, all the negative aspects of it, not even being defensive, which can sometimes come across in this seven of inspiration, but just realizing that you do have to block some energies off, some people off who were taking you for granted, taking advantage of you, taking your kindness for weakness and your huge heart for granted, right? Realizing that you have to give that energy to yourself. I feel like you've been just doing, like I said, you have such a big heart and you're so empathic. You have been giving so much of yourself to others that it has taken a hit to your self-esteem. And now you don't even know, or you're having to learn that, like an underrated, somebody may not have seen your value, but you need to, right? Spirit sees you. So do what you need to do for yourself. Heal yourself and renew that in yourself, and then will you potentially have it for others. But until you have it for yourself, honey, no. No, no, and no. You have to create your own happiness, Scorpio. You cannot allow or even wait for somebody else to do it for you. Hell no. Look at that. You got to go after what you love and defend your stance in who or what you love. Okay? And don't feel bad about it. But it's up to you to choose. You cannot do not put that in anyone else's hands. And as I say that, it's almost like these hands here are pushing that lotus flower, which I feel like is you, away. They don't know how to receive it. They don't know how to take the love you have to give, Scorpio. So it's on you to give it to yourself. That's beautiful double confirmation in these sixes here. And that's the truth, man. I told you, that's that clarity, that wisdom that you're going to receive here. And it's going to blow your mind, literally, y'all. Because I was just like, what? I was at a loss for words. But once again, Archangel, look at that. Epiphanies, realizations. Once again, Archangel Michael coming through with the stamp of approval, because this is the message for you. Whoever. Aquarian energy, of course, here. And very much so, you may be dealing with a Leo. Look at that. They're trying to renew your mind, your heart and mind. And that is glorious, because I see that in both. Oh my God. If this ain't, look at this, y'all. This couldn't have happened any better way. And I just got thrown all the way off, because this is true freedom and such a joyous occasion, Scorpio. My God. This is a powerful reading. Let me calm down. First of all, it's powerful because you got all these major arcanas out here, okay? And I know this is not really, but shit, it might as well be this Ace of Voices. But anyway, you got the Awakening, the Lovers, the Star, and the Sun right here, okay? Not to mention, every time I say this in this particular deck, especially every time I see this card, it is literally the Awakening and the Star for me. Like literally, I've told this to, I don't know, whoever has gotten this card, because look at it. It's like, first of all, I just said the Awakening and the Star, both, and with the Ace of Voices, all of these are bringing forth that clarity. I mean, look at the light, right? That is coming through here, bringing forth that clarity, the realizations, the epiphanies, the wisdom, right? The truth. And you see that. But this Ace of Voices is these two combined to me. That's just the energy that I get every time I see. That's why I honestly consider this in this particular deck as major arcana, like double. I don't know. I can't really describe it. That's just the feeling, the vibe, the energy that I get from it. And so for all of these to come out in this and it's pointing you to the truth, right? Like the Sun is, it's the best card in the freaking deck. It's like everything glorious that I just said: awakening, enlightenment, realization, new growth, abundance, healing, nurturing, love, joy, peace, happiness. Like, damn, I can't say it no better. For real. Your peace of mind, literally. Literally, you heal your mind here. You stand your ground, Scorpio. Defend what you love, what you want, where you want to go, what you want to do to bring balance in your life. Block out this noise here, that negativity and that black energy around that seven of inspiration. Because even with this, the sun is shining through. Like the sun is trying to come through and heal her. She's got to block out. She's worked hard to stand her ground, to block out all that noise, right? All that rubbish, all that chaos surrounding her. That just took me there. That's powerful energy, y'all. I don't know, Scorpio. I hope you understand what I'm saying. And it doesn't even matter what this has to do with for you, whether it is love, another relationship, job, work, whatever it is. Honestly, like I just said, this is personal. This is personal for you. This is healing for you so that you can boost your self-esteem, your confidence, your self-worth. I told you I saw Leo energy come out for real. I keep seeing the strength, but this is the same. This is even more glorious because this is all of that strength, self-confidence, courage, wisdom, self-esteem, all of that in one. That's why this is the best freaking card in the deck. You know what I'm saying? It's just all things glorious. I don't know. It can be talking about like birthing, could be, I feel like it's birthing just of a new you, to be quite honest. But, could be speaking of a child. I'm not really feeling that. Not saying that it can't be, but I'm not really feeling that. Like I said, I feel like, shit, you are a child of God. So, like I said, technically it could be birthing the new you, birthing a new, a new and improved you. That's what I see. I love it. Go get your happiness. Go get your sunshine. Numerology, I did say double confirmation in these sixes. I do see 77 maybe a number for you, but you got 7 and then 8 here. Technically the 17 being an 8. You do have the 1 in the ace. Several ones actually, to be technical. 111, and then the 19 is a 10, which is essentially another 1, and then the 2 and the 20 for the awakening. Okay. And I already said energies as far as signs. So there you have it. Let's move on. All right, my beautiful Scorpios, the energy is strong. I'm loving it. But let me see what this service is all about, okay? August. See, like I said, April was adversity. Y'all remember that, right? So something from April, some kind of issue with service, like I said, from the channeling may arise. And I won't be surprised if my high falls in this month. But anyway, let's see what this is. I feel good when I can help others. I feel good when I can help others. Getting into that heart space. Also following your intuition and being intuitively guided to serve others. Nope, not forcing it. Let's see. Service, Scorpio, August. Thank you. Okay. Page of Voices. May have to do with Gemini. Okay. Do we want this? Yes. Okay. So, yeah. We got the Muse of Inspirations, but as you see, clearly in reverse. Okay. Aries energy here. And then the Queen of Voices, Libran energy for me, but could be any other air sign, Aquarius and or Gemini, like I already said here. And then we have, the Awakening. Again, I get, I don't know why, I just generally get Piscean energy, but, excuse me, still could be, what did I just say last month? Libra and or Aquarius here, which they're already on the table. A lot of air, a lot of mental. See, like I said, when I said there was going to be some issues, I don't like this Muse in reverse whatsoever. And honestly, I didn't quite like the vibe that I got from this Page of Voices because I felt like it's more of that. Not even I felt, well, yeah, when I first turned it over or when I first saw it, but I feel like there is some immature, tricky, sneaky, spying type of energy. So somebody may be watching you, could be a boss if this has to do with a job, or somebody on the job just maybe watching you and trying to, I feel like, do something undermine it. Just be careful, Scorpio. Especially if you work in a public service sector. and it could be anywhere, anywhere. I mean, I'm not trying to make you nervous or anything. Just be aware, especially with this awakening and all this the voices energy here. But whoever this is, and it could be, like I said, a boss. It's Aries energy, but very much so the negative end of Aries, like domineering, tyrant, unstable, irritant, frustrated, just mean, like bossy, just I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I really don't. And especially with this right here, like I said, but I feel like you see it. I mean, you're very empathic and intuitive, and I feel like you see clearly. Again, this may be just that authoritative, like that motherly or parental figure. I don't know why I keep saying motherly, but that's what I get, because I feel like whoever mother this is in a very strong, masculine, dominant, like I said, narcissistic type of energy, just controlling, manipulative. Ugh, that's what that is. And they might have been playing and continue to play mental mind games and have you sometimes. They may have had you, like I said, you took a hit to your self-esteem from whoever this person is. And but I see that you are blocking yourself off, and you may have kind of entrapped, because they keep bringing me back to that Eight of Voices that was right here. And I see you may have kind of entrapped or enclosed yourself so much so in your mind that like you kept feeding into that energy. You may have even adopted that energy, y'all, and that's sad. Please work on that. Like I said, I see you. You're gonna see it clearly if you haven't already. If you're still kind of blocked, because this bad bi, she don't play. And I feel like she about to cut, shoot for real, right through this person, and that may be what the case is. Um, you speaking your truth, cutting this person down off their high horse, and that's probably what got them unstable, or I don't know, needing to tell them about themselves. But just be sure to do it, with in a loving way. And if you don't really have the words, because she can be vicious, she really can. Just be careful, y'all, because there's power of life and death in the tongue, and you don't want. Again, remember I talked about karma in the beginning in the channeling, and you don't want that energy to come back on you whatsoever, because this is not good energy, y'all. It's not. I'm just being straight up. I don't like it, and I'm ready to get off of it. So we're gonna move on. Look at that. Ugh, 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 ugh. I told you. Caprionic energy here. This is toxic, narcissistic, controlling, manipulative. They may want you to still be codependent on them. And here we go. Man, I can't make this shit up. Aries on Aries. They are unstable, whoever this is. And they've been this is a lot of Aries energy. Ugh. And they've been trying to control you. But again, here you go. This is beautiful, Scorpio. You're going to see things clearly, or Spirit is going to reveal this to you. And for those of you, like I said, who are dealing with this said energy in a public service spectrum, or just, out there, because that can be anywhere. You go to the store, somebody pop out. Oh man, because that's when I really felt like y'all was going to have issues with customer service, because I ordered my food this morning, and how you, like, I don't understand how that's customer service 101, or even I was going to say restaurant. I can't even talk. Restaurant etiquette 101. I don't know, like, anytime you're servicing the public, man, have some decency. Like, hey, how you doing? Even if you having the most hellish, devilish day, it ain't gonna hurt you. Matter of fact, it will actually do quite the opposite, and what you need to uplift you. Fake the funk for a minute and play the role. Hey, how you doing? Are you having a good day? You ain't gotta be all extra with it, but I'm just saying, like, change your mood, change your mindset. But how you gonna greet somebody? I don't even want you taking my order. You talking about how can I help you, or what you want? The what? Y'all, that shit is real. And it's like, oh my God, this generation, these poor kids, like, what? You don't want to be at work today? That ain't my problem. Like, no, you bringing that energy over my food. Don't do that. I don't know. Hold on. Okay, I had to relight the tea light. But anyways, yeah, so you might be having to tell somebody for real, like, yo, check your attitude. Cause that's why I said I'm ready to get off of it. And I feel like that's what it is. You may be checking your boss. Cause again, we got the emperor back out here. Somebody in a position of authority. Cause I'm even getting that from this devilish, this Capricorn energy. Um, I don't know, man. Like I said, just be careful with your word choice. But once again, this is Archangel Michael coming through, swiping whatever no longer serves you, Scorpio, and that's what you need to do. Get in that energy. If you need help, call on, ask them. Right? Woo. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Speaking your mind on, and allowing it to be words of love and healing. Okay. Nurture. Woo. As I get choked up, for real. All right, that's what I got. That's your second trimester. We're going to move into the third trimester. All right, my beautiful Scorpios, welcome to your third trimester starting in September. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Yeah, needing to be grounded in your crown chakra. And I told you 3, 6, 8, eternally. There's going to be some major realizations, epiphanies. I feel like that you're going to be coming into and gathering throughout the year, because I feel it, so staying tapped in and connected. What is this? September. Ooh, immediately. Ooh, that's the burden you're not really, ready to let go of, but you need to. What is this? What is this? Ooh, yeah, you need to. And this, you see how well, you probably didn't see how it felt. Kind of fell sideways, but this is needing to end, right? Relying on your intuitive powers. Don't be afraid of it. 21 being a 3, just get into alignment. Ooh, see, go within. Wow, 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 wow. Hold on. Let's see here. I feel like they had a lot more to say than just that. So, Virgo energy here, needing to go within to see the truth, seek clarity, rely on your intuition, stay tapped into the divine. And this is being grounded in that, right? Maturing, being grounded and stable in your heart way. This is Taurus energy for me more so. As a reader, could be Cappy as well. We already got Virgo here, but very much so. Either one of those. Being in that energy, that earth energy, is really what I feel like this is about. And yeah, to let this go. Victim mentality. Didn't I say that? That's exactly what they said. Letting go of that victim mentality. That's what you're not releasing yet. But it needs to end. Because that's not, no. You're worth more and you know that. Okay? Nobody, only you can play the victim. Nobody really puts you in victim mode, in victim mentality, but you know, take that how it resonates. What I'm trying to say is, as I was saying from the beginning, everything, every situation, every relationship is a reflection of you. So I know sometimes we feel like, well, they did this to me, or, whatever. But it's like, really? No. I mean, they didn't do anything to you. I mean, people do stuff, but it's like, we got to kind of switch our minds to try to see it from a different perspective. And I'm seeing the hang muse as I'm saying this. It's seeing the bigger picture. Why did God allow you to go through said heartbreak, or said betrayal, or said whatever? You know what I'm saying? Whatever to pick your poison. You know what I mean? There was a reason for you to go through it. Stop looking at the minutia as a distraction. Instead, see the bigger picture. There was a reason you signed up to go through whatever experience that was and or is with that person or people, to learn the lessons. I'm seeing the diversity again, but to learn the lessons and to help yourself grow. Right? I don't know. Anyway, look at that. Virgo energy for sure. So that you can mature, so that you can ground yourself in love, so that you can be more nurturing to yourself and to let this shit go. This anxiety that was once plaguing you, whatever. And to move in love. Honesty and truth is what I just heard. And finally, yeah, no more of this confusion. To move out of this, I'm hearing deception. Somebody may have been, or may be, kind of having a stronghold on you as far as not really wanting to let you go, let this relationship go. You may have treated this person as an option, may have kind of swooed them or tried to woo them or whatever with your love, with your whatever. I just kind of feel I'm getting a vibe that somebody is just playing the field and being, not taking it seriously. And you probably left them this Virgo here, left them feeling like, left them out in the cold. You dropped them. Somebody got dropped like a dead weight. This relationship ended. Somebody walked away. It could possibly be a same-sex relationship. I do see that. But and I feel like this person now is, or you now is more stable, grounded, and has grown and no longer is with the games. Cause I don't know why, especially this right here. I just feel like it, and that again was likely part of y'all's lesson. That's so funny that this is like in the shape of a boot. Somebody gave you the boot, or I don't know. Somebody got the boot. Scorpio, you might have been doing this, like playing the field, or like, damn. I've got hoes. I've got hoes in different area codes. That's what's coming through. Somebody was a player. I felt that right here. And left this person or out in the cold and feeling anxieties and worries. Why the separation, the distance? Because I see somebody traveling, and now somebody is, you may be coming. You may be like, do I go back? Do I return to this relationship? Do I give it another try? Whatever. I do see love here, but I don't know. I feel like somebody walking away though. Somebody's walking away, has walked away, or will be deciding to walk away because something's ending in this world energy, or has ended, needing to end. I don't know. Don't know. Anyways, definitely a Virgo. There's so much Virgo energy out here. Strong Virgo. Queen of Materials, the Hermit, and this Nine of Materials is also Virgo energy for me. And yeah, there may have been some bickering, turmoil. Definitely some just, I don't know. Right? Somebody not seeing it. This Five of Emotions and this Five of Inspiration is both like conflicting, crying over spilled milk. Like somebody is truly hurt out of this. You or both. And yeah, they're not even wanting to see it. Yeah. I just heard third party. I didn't want to say it, but I just heard third party, and for this Three of Inspiration to come up, it's like, yeah. I mean, this is somebody moving on, waiting for their new, because I see it in this Muse of Materials, waiting, like moving on to their new, waiting for their ships to come in. Double confirmation in that 21-3, the world energy with this 3. Let's see. We double confirmation with the 5s here and with the 9s here. 9 of Materials and 9 of Voices. Honestly, triple confirmation. The Hermit is the 9. 9 of Voices and 9 of Materials here. And then we got 7. And I already said 10, which the 5s make a 10 too. But anyways, and then finally, yeah, a triple confirmation with these 3s here. Maybe dealing with the Libra and or Taurus. I already said Taurus with the Muse of Materials, but I feel like somebody's have manifested this. Like I said from the beginning, you sign up to go through said issues or challenges to learn the lesson, right? And especially with this at the bottom of the deck, Virgo energy is all about that self-worth, self-esteem, value, right? That's what it's for. And I feel like for the both of you, whoever this is, I get Aries energy strong, as well as potential Sage energy here. Aquarius, we already said Virgo strong, Taurus, and you are obviously on the table, Scorpio. I mean, I feel like obviously this has to do with you. Could be even a Cancer, Pisces. Doesn't have to be. All right. Oh, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Which Aquarius here already. Okay. Moving on. All right, my beautiful Scorpios. October, empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. I don't even think I really want to get into it, but I do feel like it's a continuation from what we were just talking about, whatever relationship this has to do with for you. Scorpio, empathy, October. Oh, no, we're not taking all of this. Come on, y'all. They say, yes, you are. Jeez, Scorpio, I knew it. Like, I knew it. Okay. This flipped right on over here. That's crazy. Okay. So we got the Ace of Inspiration. I'm going to get them out here and then we're going to get into it. Ace of Inspiration. Knight of Materials. Five of Materials. Seven of Materials. All this earth energy. Ace of Inspiration is Leo energy for me. Knight of Materials is more Taurus. Five of Materials is Taurus Cappy for me. Seven of Materials, could be Cappy. Honestly, either one of them, Taurus, Virgo, Cap. We obviously got straight materials here, so it very well can be either one of them. All right. And look, very well Virgo here with the Queen of Materials in reverse. Six of Materials in reverse. Kind of Cappy Taurus energy as well. Honestly, in Virgo. Knight of Emotions here. Scorpio, potentially you. Cancer or Pisces. And Knight of Inspiration reversed with the Sage energy for me. Oh, okay. So, like I was saying, it's very much so the continuation of that relationship that we were just speaking on from last month. And I feel like you're stuck in limbo, whether, like I said, do I stay or do I go? Do I try to renew this or no? That's a decision you're going to have to make. And coming out of September and Virgo season, you're going to have to rely on your intuition. You know, what are you guided to do? Don't be stuck out of fear, right? Having self-confidence, self-worth, and self-esteem to know, you know. Anyways, I feel like you may be trying to renew, like I said, the fire that is obviously put out. I feel like somebody has, like, the passion is gone for somebody, probably this Virgo. And y'all, I just be saying the energy of the cards, the person, individual doesn't have whoever you're thinking of, and honestly, it could be somebody you're not even thinking of. But if this resonates with you and whoever is on your mind, they don't have to be a Virgo. They just, and they may not even be Virgo sun moon necessarily, but Virgo is strong somewhere in their chart or yours. Okay, all right, whatever. Somebody's in this energy, whether honestly not balanced, not stable, not grounded, not nurturing, not healing. You know what I'm saying? All the things Virgo is, that Virgo embodies. They just, and they may be, but they just are blocked to this. I feel like whoever this Virgo is just blocked to rekindling this spark, right? Because it's all these came out together. And I feel like highlighting the way that this Virgo feels. There's no love. There's no, they didn't see any balance or any kind of nothing in this. They don't see that. Whoever this is down here in this energy, they don't see, and this could be you, not seeing this with the other person. Okay. So somebody is in an energy of, fuck this shit, I'm out. Because I see her. She done came out of it's been a long time coming to, and I always see her as coming out of the like dark night of the soul. She's been on this journey for a long time, generations, lifetimes, even with you. Right? And it's like, have y'all learned the lessons yet? Some, because again, going back to when we had that twin flame energy, both of you are mirroring one another. And that's funny that I say that because all of these are upright and all of these are reversed. So it's almost like a mirror, right? Whatever, follow me. So somebody's blocked, somebody's not even wanting to move, because this can be very passionate. This night of inspirations can, in sage energy, is generally kind of back and forth, like sages move, you know what I mean? They move, and they move quickly, but nah. Somebody is also, because this night of materials is the slowest moving night in the deck, and no, they not, no, because somebody's been hurt, they've been lost, like left out. I said that with that 5 emotions last month. They cold. They done turned a cold shoulder to you, or you them, right? Because they probably had a hit. Whatever y'all went through, somebody had a major hit to their self-esteem. And they done worked hard even just to come back from this, whatever happened, from being rejected, from being, like I said, left out. Somebody has definitely renewed their passion, but like they done turned their back to you or moving on. You them, flip it how I need to. I'm just trying to call it how I see it right here. Mm-mm. And this very well can be, if this was a job for you, somebody in your family, even with all this materials out here. But that's the storyline. Whoever this has to deal with, like I said, somebody is like blocking this. They don't want this. They don't know. They do know. I'm just saying no as an no. They like, hell no. I'm not repeating this. I'm not doing this anymore. That's exactly what I feel. And they moving on. Look at that. Definitely can have to do something with the Leo here. I feel like somebody has earned, not even earned, just look, very much so a Leo. Yeah. And this Leo, wow. Somebody moved on, for real, moving on in this 8 of emotions. Very much so can be this Leo or individual here who has, like I said, renewed it, because this was a Leo from the get-go for me anyway. Leo Virgo Cusper potentially. But they're moving on because they have finally renewed their strength, and you know the battle is won. This very well may be you in this energy, Scorpio, but here I feel like this is you right here, and either you are moving on or they are moving on, or honestly, the way that these lay, I feel like you may have left this person before in the past, or left them behind or something. And then that's why that may explain why this energy is here. And now, oh, you left them for work. You left them to secure your bag. Oh, you left them to be greedy. That's what they just said. You left them to be greedy. Look how it is. I mean, that's the story. Somebody left somebody to go for the money, right? And honestly, it's somebody needed to go to leave, and likely now the tables have turned, because again I feel like this is mirroring, and whoever this is that got left out in the cold in the past and had to walk on to bigger and better here is doing just that. They're maturing, right? They're trying to go, to stabilize and reground themselves after taking a hit, right? And they found their strength. They won the victory in battle and learning self-love, right? Because all this Virgo energy out here as well. And you know now they're in their Taurus energy, Like, fuck this. Whoever I'm not dealing with no relationship. I'm working on me and only me. I'm rebuilding I told y'all I saw the strength anyway. I'm not surprised that it even came out. But it's funny because whoever this is like, now, fuck this shit. Fuck you, and you. I'm working on me. Right? Which is not a bad thing. It's actually very beautiful. I'm feeling like I hear about time. But through all of this, because I know I kind of made it sound all, I don't know, a little down and out, maybe a little negative or whatever, but that's just how whoever this is feeling. But it's up to you now, Scorpio, to see both sides of the situation. And like, whether because like, once again, I gotta say it, I feel like you're mirroring one another, especially for those twin flamers. Y'all both got to get out of that victim mentality, because that's what I get out of this Five of Materials. Neither one is, and as we continue to move on, we'll get to December in a minute, but nobody is to blame whatsoever. Remember that resentment, the blockages that's going to keep you from these crown chakra activations. That's all it's going to do. If you continue to be in victim mentality and want to point the finger and blame, understand, look at the bigger picture. I'm seeing the Muse, the hang Muse again. So Piscean energy. See things from a higher perspective and just go with the flow, especially through this. Whether this ends or not, that's up to you. But y'all both honestly gotta empathize. Whether this is on the job or not, y'all, it really doesn't matter. I was gonna say I don't care. It's not that I don't care. It's just, it doesn't matter. See the bigger picture. Like I said, do not get caught up in the minutia of the little things, the distractions. See the bigger picture and the lesson for what it is. Okay? All right, moving on. Beautiful Scorpios. I was about to say July. What do we have in July? Forgiveness, right? Beautiful. That's going to help you with your health and healing. For real. That's that heart health energy, and that comes from the heart. Dang, they be doing that on purpose, y'all. My slip of the tongues don't be slip of the tongue. They be what I need to say. That's so crazy. Anyways, this is November. Okay, happy birthday to you, by the way. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. And how do you need to do that, Scorpio? November, Scorpio. This is wanting to come out. Yep, boy. Yeah. This is my heart renewal card. Oh man. This is grounding and balancing and stabilizing your heart yet again. Remember, pages are 11s coming after the 10. So you went through a cycle where you've had to learn about love, unconditional love, loving thyself and others, right? And now, despite all the heartbreak and turmoil and all that, whatever you may have went through, didn't I say about that sacral chakra, which I feel like not only is this talking about the root with this red here, but this is like right over your sacral chakra right there. And that's a whole waterfall, rainfall, shower, whatever, cleansing, renewing, healing, regenerating that sacral chakra, that creative center, that loving, passionate, sensual area. And as I say that, y'all, the sun is coming out now. It's been gloomy and kind of like snowing off and on. Looks like it wants to rain, but the sun just came out when I said that. Like, the sun is trying to renew your heart here. And this octopus here is all about regeneration, right? Renewal. I get Piscean energy here telling you, like we said from last month, to see things from a higher perspective and why you had to go through all of this. It's for you to heal, for you to grow, for you to renew, regenerate, and then just go with the flow in love, right? Oh, okay, I'm getting it. Look at that. Go with the flow so you can celebrate. Somebody wants to reconcile, or you with them. What else? Maybe a Cancer I'm hearing. But this is all you look at that. To heal. Maybe Aquarius. I told y'all it's done. It's done and done. This 10 of voices, it's done. That self-sabotaging cycle and or the lying, deceit, the heartbreak, the backstabbing energy that you or both honestly have been or all, I should say, because it could be more than one person, have brought to the table. That's the center of it all. But I feel like it's more to do with self, Scorpio here. But, you know, take it how it resonates. But I do see, and I feel like that's obviously done, or it needs to be, is ending, because that's not, you know, you have to protect. That doesn't help you. Remember, that's only a blockage, right? Talking about that resentment. That's kind of what that is. Not even kind of, that is what that is. So somebody is moving out of it, albeit slowly, which perfectly so. I mean, shit, after you've been backstabbed and lied to and heartbroken and deceived and all that, you gonna move a little different, right? You ain't gonna be so rushed as to jump into the next thing. Excuse me. So it's going to take some time, and I feel like that's what this star is telling you. Like, just take your time. This, honestly, the Knight of Materials and the star together is telling you to take your time and truly heal, so that you can see what is trying to be revealed to you. Okay. That's beautiful. I see this star as talking about heart healing, especially with this water here, and there are 5 kind of what are these peaks, I guess, right here. Transformation of the heart, y'all. Heal that heart. Speak your truth, is what they just said. I don't know. Your dreams will come true, though. Just, you got to take care of yourself. Okay. Ooh, beautiful. Follow your heart, your desire. This is beautiful. Leo energy here. The relationship may have something to do with the Leo. They've come out several times for you, Scorpio. You may have juggled, tried to, between, ooh, yep. Yep, that's what it is. Whoever was in this lying, deceitful, self, you know, backstabbing energy, I see this as you were juggling a relationship between, wow, because now I'm hearing promiscuous lady. So that's probably you. Who was the promiscuous one? Because I see this is you as juggling between 2 lovers, or 2 whatever, 2 things, people, places, and or things that you love, right? Whether it is uh a counterpart, a mate, a partner, and a job, or 2 different partners, you know, mates, lovers, whatever, or just 2 different relationships, period, whether it is friendships, you know, I don't know, whatever. There's like, the thing about it is like the third party shit. That's what's coming through. You know what I'm saying? That's what's coming through. So it could have been between a Libra and a Libra and a Scorpio, a Taurus and a Scorpio. Because I do get Taurus energy out of this Knight as well, and Aquarius. It could have been between anybody, to be quite honest. But the ones I get most are heavy are Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, Gemini, and Leo. I said that right? Okay. I don't know. But anyway, I feel like, you know, on a more personal note, that you are just coming into balance, harmony, and, you know, renewal after healing from that self-sabotaging, negative, you know, low vibrational energy, and that you are bringing back the love, the self-love, more importantly, and working on yourself and your self-esteem and self-confidence and all that good jazz. Because to be in this Empress energy, whether male or female, she sits back, relaxes, and attracts, and, you know, is like divinely tapped in and aligned to receive her blessings, her wishes, her dreams, right? You don't know. It's beautiful though, you know, despite that the negativity, but that's a done data. It's done, you know, it's center of here. So it, with that 10 energy, it definitely is done. So numerology, of course, with the 10 is also a 1. We got 1, 2, 3, double confirmation with the 3s. My pages are 11s here, if you will, but 17 or 8 with the star. Okay. I said 6. I hope I said 6 with the lovers. All right. That's what I got, Scorpio. Moving on to December. I just wanted to show you. This is what just came out in pre-shuffle as I was getting ready for December. So we gonna get into it. All right, beautiful Scorpios. And by get into it, I mean, let's see if they come back out. Let's see what really falls out for you. But we got blame. And for that to come out, I feel like, again, it's ending, right? We saw the death. And I did see that Five of Emotions again, like I was telling y'all before. I can't remember which month now, but where the Five of Emotions did come out, I believe at the bottom of the day. No, it may have came out with the spread. I don't know, but whatever the case may be, it's like, didn't I say accountability in the overview? So it's telling you to accept responsibility for my well-being. And I do feel like whether or not you are, you are in that victim mentality, I feel like you are stronger than anyone else, right? But you may have placed someone else also. I shouldn't say it like that, because remember, you can't do anything. Nobody does anything necessarily to the other person. They're just showing you a reflection of yourself, right? But y'all know what I'm trying to say. Basically, that whoever's in that victim mentality mode needs to end that. And I do feel like that's ending. You're taking accountability and moving on, right, to your healing, or need to. So for Scorpio, flame, December. Oh, see? Look at that. And I love it. Look at it. Look. Look and look. It came out again. Double Leo energy. We got the beautiful sun here. Oh, Mr. Sun. Sun. Mr. Golden Sun. Please shine down on me. Then we got the Knight of Inspiration here. Sage energy. Y'all don't know that by now. Again, the Strength came out again. And I kept seeing it in the channeling. And then the Wheel. Beautiful. And this is Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and or you, which I feel is you truly. Like I said, you're done with the blame. You now see that all this, moving in and out of people's lives, wreaking havoc, whatever. I'm not seeing this necessarily as a bad thing, but it's just showing you like one of the traits that you may have had, and you probably just have Sage heavy in your chart. But the way you used to move is what I'm picking up. The way you used to do things, you see that may not have always been the best way. Not that it was bad, good or bad. I'm not falling into that, and I'm not, I don't like that, the good or bad or whatever, because that's all relative. Because what you may feel is good may be bad for another. You know what I'm saying, and vice versa. But anyways, all I'm trying to say is you are recognizing how the things that you have done, your light and dark aspects is what I'm hearing, because I'm seeing the justice, and I love how the justice in this deck, y'all know when she peels away, her faces, her masks, you see, oh, wow, for me to say that. Some of you may have been wearing a mask, have been building relationships under false pretenses, but for that justice, for me to see that justice, is now like you're balancing that out. No longer are you moving that way. No longer are you being deceptive. We just saw the 10 of Swords voices in the center there, where that's done. And this 10 followed up. The divine hand of time is now turning in your favor. So now I told y'all birthing a new you. You're done. You are finally, or the advice is to Scorpio, if you aren't in that energy yet, accountability. Accept your, they're saying journey. Yes, accept your journey, but accept your role in it. Like I said, accept the things that you've done. And I'm even hearing said, because that's only going to help you grow stronger in yourself, in your self-esteem, in your self-worth, in your self-confidence, all that, and in your relationships. Okay? I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at that. So now, not even if, it's a matter of when you finally accept responsibility and, take accountability, now look what you have. Now you can just wait for your blessings to come in. Just be careful what you wish for. They're telling me to tell you that again. All right. Be careful what you wish for. Look at that. Be careful what you wish for and what you manifest. But I see this as beautiful energy. Your dreams, wishes, and manifestations are coming in. And some of you may want to move, literally. Because Sage, some of you may really want to move, start over. New beginning, I'm hearing. Okay? Because I'm feeling that Aries energy. And then with this 3 of Pentacles, oh, that's powerful. Look. because I was just getting ready to say, you're working with spirit to get up out of this, right? You're taking accountability, but together, this 3 and this 5, and I feel like they're meant to be together because you have worked on building yourself back up out of this feeling left out in the cold, feeling rejection, feeling, like I said, that victim mentality. You're moving out of that, Scorpio, and I love it because here, this 3 of Pentacles is like working together, and it doesn't have to be with anybody else but spirit, but God. Okay, putting your mind, your stable mind, at that together, realizing, understanding, and accepting, responsibility. No longer blaming yourself for whatever woes and trials and tribulations you may have had to go through, because you understand, seeing things in this hang muse from a higher perspective, from another light, seeing that it was necessary for you to gain this enlightenment, to gain this self-awareness, to gain your strength, to renew yourself. That is beautiful and so powerful. I love that. I love that. But like I said, together, the 3 and the 5 are the 8, which is so much. You have put in so much work on you, and that's double. Oh, my, come through, y'all. That's doubly clarifying this 8, this strength. Eternally now are you forever changed. With this is kind of like karma, this is kind of like justice, karma and justice all in one for me in the wheel, right? What goes around comes around, and back around tenfold is what I'm hearing. Tenfold, it's done, right? Oh my. That's beautiful. So beautiful, because you got 10 double time. Like I said, you got 19 being a 10, so 10, 10, which is also 1. So 1, 1, 1 with this magician here. Again, I'm taking these 2 collectively as a 8, so double confirmation with the 8, and honestly, triple confirmation with the 3. So 3, 3, 3. That's powerful enough to have 3 threes, right? Oh wow. Getting into alignment, and I feel like you are, and you have to in order to manifest this, right? That's powerful. I love it. I love it, Scorpio. Okay. I'm interested to see and know how your year truly will turn out, right? Because, like I said, time and energy are fluid. And whatever, if you don't care for the energy out of whatever month, you have the power, the free will. We saw that with freedom, right? To create your own happiness, to transmute whatever energy you are not liking. All right. Always know that you can ask God to help you to get you out of whatever you're not liking. But of course, you're going to have to put in the work, right? All right. So to quickly recap and finish this thing on out, remember your overall underall energy is self-esteem. Okay. So that's what you need to remember, that all of this builds upon and to work towards. Okay. Let me see if I can sit this here to keep this in frame. All right. All right. That'd be all right. So beginning in January for you, dear Scorpio, we have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Okay. February, you have loneliness. I know that I am never alone. Calling in your soul tribe, remember, asking God to help you. Then March, you have forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Okay. Don't block them realizations, them epiphanies, them downloads, that enlightenment, right? You got enlightenment here twice, essentially, with the sun and the muse, hang muse. And then April, adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Okay. And as I say, enlightenment, that's what's trying to, like, as long as you get into alignment, oh, that's powerful, because I see these. This is like the same energy, right? I mean, it takes, you're going to have to go through challenges to work together, whether with spirit or other individuals, right? It's going to be some hard, tough lessons to learn. But in essence, you're going to rebuild that tower stronger, and and as long as you stay in alignment, it's going to be a rupture of epiphanies, clarity, truth. I love that. Thank you for that message. All right. That's your first trimester. Moving into your second trimester, Scorpio. May, you have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Just trust is what I heard. Trust and have patience. Peace is June. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. Okay. And then freedom, July. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. And then finishing your second trimester, Scorpio, you have service for August. I feel good when I can help others. All right. All right. That's your second trimester. Moving into your third trimester, beginning in September, we have indecision. I don't know why I likes to focus over here better. I guess because the lens is on this side. But anyways, I use my intuition in all aspects of life. That's September. October, Scorpio, we have empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. November, we have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. And then finally, December, for you, Scorpio, we have blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. All right. And the overall underall message and what we are working on for the year, Scorpio, is self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Don't forget it, y'all. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I pray that it resonates. If it does, you know what to do. Please do not hesitate to leave your comments and testimonies down below. You never know how they may help someone else grow, especially and including yourself, okay? I feel like this is all about self for you anyway, Scorpio. So why not do that, right? Obviously, throughout any of the months, if anybody resonates with you, if you know who this is, please share the message. I mean, if you want to, if you feel like it will help them grow, that's what I'm doing this for. Okay. Also, if you haven't already, please like, share, and of course, like I said, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. All right. Um, I also thank you and love you so very much for your time and attention. And don't forget your love and light, okay? It truly makes everything all right. You got a lot to give, Scorpio. Don't forget that. All right? Until the next one, be easy and gentle with yourself. Deuces.